Right, good morning, everybody. We are on, let's see, it's Wednesday already of the Reseller Revenue Facebook group, Wake Up and Resell. We are going to talk about how we're going to be able to get more repeat buyers and more multi-quantity orders. And so if you want to join us for these live calls, join us on the Facebook group of Reseller Revenue, and it'll tell you how to join on Patreon so you can take part in this with us. So let's get started here. I get asked all the time, how do we get more repeat buyers? How do we get more multi-quantity orders? And I think that you can make this a really good part of your business plan and your business model if you choose to. And I think it's like one of those secret tricks if you can get it figured out, because you've already you've already had the customer acquisition of getting that one customer. So making the most out of each and every customer that we do acquire is is huge in business. No matter what category you're in, no matter where you sell at, no matter what you're selling, you can make that into like a tool that you utilize. In certain niches, it's going to be harder. There's no doubt about it. So you can be doing everything right and still not have a huge multi-quantity order percentage or a large returning customer. There's certain categories we sell in that, they're going to buy one, and that's just the way it is, because who needs multiple of X, Y, and Z? Or shipping sometimes is prohibitive in certain niches to try to get people to do multi-quantity orders. But we can always do a good job, and hopefully that customer will come back to us. So I sell in jewelry, and I thrive on multi-quantity orders and returning customers. I feel like if you're in a niche, any niche can be turned into where that person's, where you become their person. One time when I was in my, past life as an accountant, one of my bosses told me, you might have 10 clients a day and your day is really busy from client to client to client, but you are that person's, main focus that day. You are their accountant. You are their tax person. So while you may have several, you're their one person. So we have to make that count and make them feel like they're the only person there, and that you're just as important and they're just as important to you. And I thought that was really good advice, and I've used it in every business type situation I've been in, because I think it's important to make that client or that customer feel, you're their person. So I want to be all those people's, I want to be their person. I want to be their jewelry dealer. I want to be their jewelry go-to person. If you can make yourself into a person to these people on eBay, if you can have that customer feel like you guys have some kind of connection. You don't have to be friends with them, but just the fact that you're acknowledging them. Lots of times I will do things like if I get a new item in and I know a repeat customer always likes, the last thing I did was confetti lucite. They love confetti lucite. Almost everything I put up of confetti lucite, they buy. So I'll send them the listings. Hey, I was thinking about you when I put this up yesterday. Thought you might like it. They they buy it almost every time. And that is good customer service, and it's harder to provide good customer service sometimes online when there's no face-to-face interaction, but we can still make them feel like we're doing face-to-face interactions. We can make them feel like we still think of them as a valued customer. We still think of them as an individual, and we appreciate them. So one thing I do is if I send offers, put that message in that offer that lets them know, hey, I list jewelry every single day. Like, click the heart beside my name to follow me so you don't miss anything. Or even being consistent when we're at listings launch, I feel like that makes maybe not more value, but it does give them something to predictably look forward to. If I put up my listings at a totally different time of day than when I usually do, I'll get at least one message that says, hey, aren't you putting up anything today? Did I miss your listings today? Where, no new jewelry today? And that means that you have made a connection with them where they're going back to you to look for their item. Maybe, goodness. Um, uh, they're looking to you to where's their jewelry for the day. Where's their fix, so to speak. So we want to be in their mind. We want to be on their mind. So let's try to think of ways that we can get on their mind. One way is a newsletter. I think newsletters are really important. I've been slacking in that department lately, but I need to get back on that because it works. So your newsletter can say the same thing every time. It can have a coupon attached. It can have an some kind of markdown sale attached to it. We're going to do a newsletter together, so I can show you, for those of you that don't know how to do a newsletter, and how you can target different people through different ways. So like another way that we can make people feel special and individualized is I will do a repeat customer or returning customer coupon that is sent just to my returning customers, just to the people like, hey, you're special. So I'm sending you a coupon. Making people feel special makes them want to come back to you and be your customer. I will, if I'm on vacation, this is a little thing, but if I'm on vacation mode, which happens twice a year, I will send out on the automatic message that goes out to the customers. I will say, hey, I'm outsourcing us some great jewelry. Can't wait to get back to show you. And I will get messages, hey, can't wait to see this stuff, it helps keep my momentum up. And the follower count is super important. Those of you that are in here, let's check our follower count, see where we're at on followers, because that is a huge, huge thing that can help us. So I'll circle back to that to ask you about your followers so you can check it out. Right now we're going to go and I'm going to show you how we can send by buyer category. We can send different things to our previous clients, and we should really look at them all as individual clients or individual customers, because that's what they are, and they're there for us, and we can make them feel special, and we can make them feel individual, because while we may have 100 people looking at our 1,000 people even looking at our stuff every day, maybe we're the only people they're searching for anyway. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go to buyer groups. So this is under our store. And then we can go to, actually this one is it. Go to our store and then go to our buyer groups. So see where it's right here, summary discounts, buyer groups. It's under marketing. Buyer groups. So it also tells you here, this is for a year of August to August. I've had 2,756 total buyers. 506 of them have been repeat buyers. The rest were one-time buyers. Then on the far right-hand side, it will say your followers, and I have 1,480 total followers. My goal is to get that to 2,000 by the end of the first quarter of 2025. I don't know if I'll make it, but that's my goal. And I've always made followers a really big pivotal importance in my business. So here's how we can set up with our buyer groups, grow with interested buyers. This is how we can send offers to watchers. We can convert them from being lookers into buyers, basically. I don't set up the automated offers, but we can talk about that at some point. Your previous customers, here is, that's where I want to be right now. We can send coupons to just our previous customers, or you can do your followers. So this is basically to say, hey, you're following me, come buy something for the first time. Let's get those people, convert them to sales and not just people that are looking. So I'm going to go to previous customers. And this is where we can pick, do we want to do more than 31 days ago and get them back in? Do we want to do more than 3 months ago, more than 6 months ago? So I'll pick more than 31 days ago just to show you guys. All categories, or do we want to narrow it down? We can narrow down by eBay categories or by store categories. I'm going to do all categories because I only really sell in one category anyway. And then you can name the group. It doesn't really matter because it's just for you. Nobody's going to see that. Then it'll tell you the estimated total buyer estimate. And that's approximately how many people will get that if I send an offer or if I do any kind of communication. And then I can save the buyer group. And then it's going to take me to the following screen that's going to say, hey, let's engage with these people. Let's have communication with them. So I set up this coupon last night, this 20% off coupon that I was going to use today to show you. If I didn't have a coupon set up, it makes it super easy. We just click this button, create coupon. And then you can create the coupon from here. Just put in a code. You can make that code up as long as somebody else hasn't used it. Works great. You can make a public or private coupon. Put in your percentage. And then maximum savings, I always do like 1,000 because I want to use it. I want them to keep buying. So I don't want to put a cap on what they buy. Choose it by limit. We're going to go through how to create coupons and stuff at a later time. So this is just a quick, this is how you do it type thing. So I'm just going to save that as a draft. Oh, it kicked me out. So I'm going to go quick to the buyer groups. I already have buyer groups set up. So easy peasy. There, I just made it. So I can click here and put send coupon. So any of the buyer groups that you already created, you can choose to just hit the coupon button anytime. So I'm gonna hit send coupon. And then right here in this little message box, I can click save 20% off plus free shipping on, because I always offer 50, anything orders over $50, I offer free shipping. So free shipping on $50 plus orders. Please click heart by my name to save my store. And then I always put, I list more jewelry daily. And then you can add other stuff if you want, but I always make it really short. And then hit send coupon. And you can go back and you can hit done and you can pick a different buyer group then to engage with. But these I'm just doing the current, or I could go make another buyer group if I wanted to. I could hit get started, and then I can go to the less than 31 days ago people too, in all categories. This buyer group is a lot smaller for me. And same thing. I can just hit save 20% plus free shipping on. Please click. Anytime I can communicate with that customer, I'm asking them to save me. And I'm telling them how to do it, so it's easy. Please click the heart by my name to follow me. I list more jewelry. And I always put jewelry instead of like stuff, or I list daily, because I need them to know I'm jewelry. That's what I want them to think of when they think of my store. And then I send it. So that's an easy way to attach a coupon and to get repeat customers and to engage that customer. Another way is the newsletter, and that's under the store tab. Go to store newsletter. And even eBay's sitting here telling us loyalty brings repeat purchases. I totally agree. We want them to be loyal to us. Here's my breakdown. I've been slacking on the newsletter. I need to get back into it. But this is my total reach that I've had with the newsletter for the last, since May. This is just since May. I've been able to engage with 8,588. My open rate's 29.52%. My click-through rate's 2.4%. This total sales is a little skewed because if they don't click exactly through the newsletter to get to your store, it won't count the sales. So if your sales number here is low, that doesn't mean it's not making a difference. So then I can hit create campaign. And look at all these options we have. We have coupons, sale event, new products and collections, order discount, volume pricing. So if I want to attach that coupon again, click here, select recipients. I'm going to try to engage as many people as I can all the time. But on this particular coupon, maybe I only really want to send it to people that have bought from me, who I think are most likely to buy from me again. So I'm going to click that. And here, because they're going to highlight my coupon, This is where I like to highlight my free shipping, because it's already going to tell them that I'm sending them a coupon. So I want to add, like, this is kind of like an extra way to get more communication in for me. So I will highlight that I offer that free shipping on $50 more orders. Then I'll hit next. Here's where you pick your coupon or can create a coupon. And I'm going to add that coupon here. And this is where you can do a message. And I will lots of times put not valid on offers, or else I end up with people just really bugging me about that. And then they don't realize they can't do it. And I'll just put save 20% on entire store, and plus free shipping on $50 and more orders. And maybe if I wasn't doing it right now, maybe I would do more, but this will work. So one-time email, review the email, and activate. Now I haven't done this for a while, so I can almost guarantee you I'm gonna get I'll get some big responses for this, because I haven't done it for a while. And it does work. I have no doubt in my mind that this works. I also wanted to show you that because we all get busy, we forget things. On a store newsletter, you can set up on an automated cycle. Hit create campaign to hit this new products and collections. I already have mine set up, so I'm not sure how it's going to look, but I have this set up so that once a week it sends out a newsletter on Saturdays to all my subscribers. All my new products. It highlights my new products and my new items. And so I just have that set up to do once a week. And so you can set this one up to be reoccurring. You can also set up to have new customers engaged. I can't remember which one that is, but I have it so that all new customers get an automatic coupon or automatic communication with me. And I think that just all these things that we can do really helps. Here, I'm going to go to active, because you can see what I have active right now. So right here is where you can see that I have all subscribers, all followers getting new products and collections. I've had this going since January. It sent it on the 17th last Saturday, once a week. It's all set up, so they automatically get that. I don't even have to think about it. Here's my welcome action, and it's also active, and it was created last July, and somebody got one this morning. And they get all my new subscribers get that automatically. And it's just a welcome from me. They get a discount, and it's just kind of keeps you in their mind, so kind of thing. So I would love to hear from you guys. How are you guys getting repeat customers, and how are you guys getting people? I didn't really touch on the multi-quantity orders. Basically, I believe my free shipping over $50 is my main thing I use to get multi-quantity orders, because people get $35, $40, and then it's like, well, by the time I pay for shipping, I could have just had another item. So it kind of just pushes them over that threshold a lot. I'd say I have on average 2 to 3 multi-quantity orders a day. So while it's not a lot, I think it helps. So what are you guys doing to encourage those multi-quantity orders or to get your repeat buyers?
I find that in the clothing category, it's a little bit harder than I would imagine in jewelry or books or some media type game, things of that nature. Simply because we have to, a lot of our buyers shop by brand and or style. So we have to have multiple brands or multiple of the brand they're looking for in the style, the colors, and the size that they're looking for in order to get those repeat buyers. So
Yep, I think you're right.
I noticed that
But
I
I
get a lot more now that I've bought a bunch of brand new items, from a wholesaler, and they're all the same size or all the same brand. I've gotten quite a few multi-purchase and repeat buyers off of that. But for my standard stuff that I source, not so much.
Yeah, and I think the main thing for me, if I'm a clothing buyer on eBay, is if I have a really great experience and it's clean, and I feel like I'm going to get a good product and good packaging, and I can trust you that It's not going to come gross and stained and not what I expected. I think that that's about the best you can do to keep encouraging it. Jamie says he has a lot of buyers at 14.7%. Yeah, that's great. And Jamie's niched down into the magazine category, so I could totally see that you could keep going back every time you need a magazine. Hey, I'm gonna go that guy because he sent me a good item at a good price. Meg, you're in jewelry. How are you doing in this category, or what do you do to promote promote this?
Um, I think that literally just writing on like I with my thermal printer, I made these little stickers now, just say thank you so much, and I put a little dash and I put Mag and a smiley face, and they all
Oh, I like
like
that.
me. Yeah. They'll write to me, I'm like so nice or whatever, like friendly. I'm like, okay, and then they'll message me and stuff, so that helps. And then I think
Mm.
just transferring from mostly clothing to jewelry definitely help with repeat buyers because it's a collectible item. And I was thinking about it earlier. I'm like, with clothing, I guess it would just help with on the sourcing end that you do, like Russell said, buy the same style, the same size, buy clothing brands that people do kind of like love, or like fanatics, like literally Lululemon has a website called Lulu Fanatics, like .com or whatever. So like I've had
Mhm.
multiple repeat buyers and monthly quantity from that, or like obscure sizes, because those people like they have trouble finding that. And I actually started a list now because I like kind of have it in my head, but I'm like, I should actually keep this down. And I wrote down the stuff that people actually are looking for, like they ask me about, or I'm on the hunt for like super tiny bracelets for a lady right now. So
Mhm. Yep, and that's making that connection. That's making you are a person to them. You're not just like an obscure place on eBay they happen to find once in a while. You are that person. And also to be familiar with your name because when we have talked about jewelry and we're searching jewelry sales, we start to recognize those stores that are coming up in the solds. We recognize those names of the stores that are obviously getting good business. And so we want our brand recognition. And our store name is our brand recognition.
and our
So,
photos too, if we do it all the same and it's like semi different than other people,
yep.
which I'm still working on. Mine's kind of a mismatch, but
Yeah, I've thought about changing mine, and when I've changed my background once since I've started on eBay, and people noticed. Good, bad, or indifferent, they noticed. And so I'm hesitant to do it, but this sounds silly, but some of my best pictures are on my hands. And I keep thinking it's not because my hand's beautiful, because it's not, it's the color. So I'm like, I think I'm going to try to find that tone of background and see if that works because it just makes the jewelry pop better than white. So I
yeah,
think I'm
I
going to
noticed
try
that
that.
too, like on my hand, like even to see signature sometimes, but I was like trying to find a background the other day because I needed to cancel it out because it just looks so bad. And I'm like, oh, white looks bad, gray looks bad, like, but beige kind of looked okay. Like,
Yeah, I think maybe I'm gonna try to find that. I think Larry puts a business card in all his orders, don't you, Larry? I've ordered from Larry and I
Yeah,
got a nice business card.
yeah, I started doing that well, years ago actually, and occasionally I will get calls from customers. It mostly either questions or basically it's positive, almost always. I
Yep.
also started putting in. I don't know if it matters. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. A little thing I basically say wanted to keep my shelves full. I'm always looking for quality items to sell. A little a little ask. We talked about whether eBay might take issue with this or not. I
Hmm.
feel it's probably okay because I'm asking them for a wide variety of things that they wouldn't normally be selling per se. But anyway, I'm asking.
Hmm.
I'll give this a try, see what happens. And if eBay takes issue with it, I'll stop doing it. But
Yep.
I think
Nope, I agree.
the advantage is probably higher than the risk.
Yeah, but I try to think of ways that we can engage with them. Like a business card, if somebody doesn't like it, they'll just throw it away, right? I mean, it's not really intrusive. It's not any more intrusive than the bubble wrap of mine they have to throw away. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I know some people that do stickers, but like, what am I gonna do with a sticker? But maybe, I don't know. Like if you put it on the package,
yeah,
I
that's
get
what
that.
I do.
Like
But
I
I
think it
saw
looks
someone
nice.
online that they were doing it like separately, and I'm like, why would they take a
Yeah, I'm
giant
like,
sticker? What are
what are
they
we
gonna do
gonna do with
with
the
it?
sticker? Yeah, what am I gonna do with that? But if it's stuck on the package, I got a package from somebody that when I opened it up, the bottom of the package actually had like their business card stuff printed on it. And it was like the whole bottom of this package, when you open it up, turned into this big business card type of thing, which is great. But how am I going to store that? It looked beautiful. It was really cool. I bet it was expensive too. But what am I going to do with it? I'm probably not going to take that whole package and go stick it somewhere to remember their name. So, and when Jamie puts love in each of his packages, also very important. We got to put those positive vibes in each one of our orders, and that will keep them coming back to us. Doing a good job is the base easy answer to this. Do a good job, and some people do a follow-up message to every order. I can't do that. Like I wouldn't be able to stay on top of it. So maybe if you have a small niche specialty store, maybe you could engage each and every order with hello, thank you so much for your order, but it's not practical if you're getting 30, 40, 50 orders a day. I'm going to go on to our private group now, and if you want to follow up with us and get in on the last half hour of all of our conversations, go to the Facebook of our reseller revenue group and join us there. And on Patreon, it'll tell you how to get there, and so you can join our live Zoom calls every morning, Monday through Thursday at 7 a.m. Central.